Hi, my name is YING, metric number 261,847. Today we are going to talk about our company's activities. First, our company's name Magic Taste, and we are selling various types of spices powder. And we also have our own plantation to plant the herbs and the spices. In addition, our vision is to be halal spices provider and servicing million Malaysian customers who are currently undeserved with halal spices. Then our company has several missions. First, our mission is introducing and marketing a variety of food product, beverage, medicine, and cosmetic quality, competitive prices, and through professional management for our customer satisfaction. Second of the mission is to increase the potential and quality of the product by increasing and improving our R&D. Third of our mission is provision of a safe food environment, healthy and comfortable, providing the opportunity for career development and to innovate. After that, the other mission is diversified sources of farm and food economy is in generating high income. Lastly, our mission is creating a healthy farming system by emphasizing the organic method in agriculture and animal husbandry.
My name is Ling Ho San, meeting number 23506. Today I want to present the product division. Our product has three types packaging, which are 25 gram, 250 gram, and 500 gram. Our product is very popular brand in Johor Bahru because already has 14 years in the market. Our product has two type packaging, which are in plastic bag and in glass bottle. Our product has clearly labeling on the packaging. For example, has manufacturing names, date, and place. Our company also provide customer service for the customer. Next, product line division. Our company use two types, which are product line scanning and product line billing to deliver our product. Next, product mix division. Our company has five types product, which are spicy powder, spicy soup, spicy hand broth, traditional soup, and terminal power mix. There are some examples. Next, product specification and study. Our company use four types method to solve the solution. First one, we start a problem. Then we from the problem statement to specification. Next, we release the product specification into small speech. The last one, we refer the product problem statement to ensure the product on track.
For export process and procedure, first our company will receive an inquiry from importer outlining the terms of their interest. Then our company will send the catalog, price list, and the sample to them. Then we will send pro forma invoice for the transaction to the importer. Once we have reached agreement, then we will receive the purchase order. After that, the importer will arrange their financing through their bank, and their bank will send the letters of credit to our bank. Then our bank will inform us that the letter of credit is received. After we finalize the sale, we will start to prepare the goods and the shipping documents. After completed the documents, we can ship the goods to the importer. At the same time, we also need to present those documents to our bank for receive the payment from importer in foreign exchange. At last, the importer will have the goods cleared through custom and delivered to his warehouse.
My name is LOGANATHA, son of GOBALAKRISHNAN, and my metric number is 262324. There are three major parts under export financing. The first one is methods of payment, trade finance method, and agency that motivate international trade. Methods of payment is the credit provided by either the supplier, the buyer, and one or more financial institution. It also known as the form of credit, where the supplier funds the entire trade cycle is known as supplier credit. The second part is trade finance method. Trade finance method allows company to receive a cash payment based on account receivable in case of factoring. There are a few types of trade finance method, such as accounts receivable financing, factoring, banker acceptance, and working capital financing. The last part under export financing is agencies that motivate international trade. Due to inherent risks of international trade, government institutions and the private sector offer various forms of export credit, export finance, and guarantee program to reduce risk and stimulate foreign trade. Agencies that motivate international trade are such as Export-Import Bank of US, Private Export Funding Corporation, and Overseas Private Investment Corporation. For our Magic Taste company, we have chosen letter of credit method as our method of payment because it is the most flexible and secure instrument used by the universal dealers, and it is fair because changes only can be made by the exporters or the importers when both parties is agreed to make a changes in a letter. And we have chosen factoring as our trade finance method because it does not have to worry about the administrative duties involved in maintaining and monitoring an account receivable accounting ledger. It also receives immediate payment and improve its cash flow.
Hello everyone, I'm Onivan and my metric number is 262323. Today I will talk about market entry strategy and export entry mode. Magite's market entry strategy are based on 4 pieces of marketing. First, product strategy. We target the spice market duopoly supplied by the Japanese company and launch the convenient healthy spice soup following the Japanese healthy and busy lifestyle. Second, pricing strategy. We use the penetration pricing strategy. That means we enter the Japanese market with a low initial price. Third, promotion strategy. We make advertisement and do aggressive sponsorship of some event to gain visibility in brand name recognition. And the last, place, also called distribution strategy. We use the distributor and agent to sell our product in Japan. We also sell our product to the online retailer to increase our customer reach. Now, I will continue with export entry mode. In international marketing, the distribution channel are divided into 2 levels. First is the inter-country channel, and continue with the domestic distribution channel of foreign country. Magitex export the product directly to the foreign intermediary or end customer. To handle this export activity, Magitex formed a separate export department in Malaysia. Magitex export and sell the product to the distributor, and the distributor then sell them to their customer, while the agent represent us to conclude contract with customer. They sell the product to the wholesaler and retailer in Japan. All in all, Magitex export the product to the Japanese agent and Japanese distributor, and they help us to sell the product to the customer.
Hi, my name is Wan Singh and my metric number is 262732. Okay, now I will explain the 5 factors of export prices to make the price decisions. The first one is cost. Cost is useful for setting the lower price limit. So, the actual cost bottom line may usually be between the direct cost and the total cost. The second one is market condition. The nature of the market determines the price selling. So, value should be measured based on the product utility and converted to monetary form. The third one is competitive condition. This will help to determine where the actual cost should be determined between the 2 extremes, and the competitor responses are the key consideration that impose the practical restriction on export pricing choices. And the next one is legal and political factor. The main role of legal and political factor is to limit the freedom of the company to set the prices strictly based on economic consideration. And the last one is general company policy. Management must evaluate the product based on the quality of the product and other characteristics relative to the prices from the perspective of the customer. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Tanjewe 253788. We choose 3 countries, that is India, Japan and Indonesia. So the greatest population is India and followed by the Indonesia and Japan. Comparing these 3 countries, the huge populations will consider the market has the potential to develop the export as spices business. However, India and Indonesia have the same characteristic, that is one of the largest spice producer. And the Japan does not focus in the spice production, so they does not have many spice to supply in the market. So we want to choose Japan for this example. Next is export market selections. That we know that Japanese does not supply the spice, so the shortage of spice will needed to import more spice from other countries to satisfy the Japanese market. Market selection procedures, they use the expensive method, that is to set up their company in the home country, that is Malaysia, as the starting point to produce the spice and export to the Japan. Market selections strategy that used by Magic Taste is market concentration strategy. They want to focus on the informations and communication with the Japanese firms to get the real information. Then they can done the exportations by resources, advantage, the company factors, for product factors and market factors. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Afifi bin Nasir. My metric number 247850. Promotion and marketing communication. Magic Taste produce products such as spices and herbs. For the example is curry, rye, paste, hair liquid, wash and beer. For the pricing, it depends on customer income that will encourage and draw more customers to purchase Magic Taste good by keeping the price at an accessible level. And they minimize the price of its goods by giving a coupon by use the buying word buy one free one. For the places, strategic location to make sure consumer can buy easily. The promotion, good taste using visual correspondent, the phone, direct mail and radio to advertise their item. They use social networking platform on the internet. Export risks faced by Magic Taste. For the economy risk, economy trades involve currency loss of Magic Taste business, lack of foreign exchange money, increase in custom duties and tax, the increase the price of goods on foreign market. For the political risk, the international unrest like war or the violence may impact Magic Taste business by default payment, shipping, delay or stock failure in Japan for Magic Taste good. Corruption in target market will contribute to infringement of the law by workers and harm the company reputation. Magic Taste must fired for those do the corruption. For the sales threats involve the possibility that consumer preference can shift if the business become too late to realize that and therefore lose market share. For the competition risk, the other companies avoid the price and effort of production and therefore manufacture at lower price. And last, the product risk, many goods of preference may need to be substituted or fixed domestically because many choice from other companies. That's all. Thank you.